We should go.
Soon.
We have enough.
It's not for them. I want some.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Well, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Of course, that's why he came. He heard about the ritual and the power our master.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him. And take that power for ourselves. Well, yes, technically, only... But we're a team. We are a team, aren't we? You are still with me. Then we'll deal with it. And now we know he's skulking beneath his pallet. All right, let's go. How delicious.
Can't give up now.
Keep a blade close.
Looking ahead.
Need something? I won't lie. The thought hard, but he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself. It's something of a gamble, true, but if I... So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the... Oh, darling, I'm hurt. Well...
Baldur's Gate at last. It is done. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
No time to rest.
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city.
Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Blackett will it.
And if a patron confuses me for another
Charis's caress, where the only thing that goes down easier than our drinks is our Githyanki. Last one I serviced blessed me with a bruise and a smile. Eyes of steel, bearing to match. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting. This is Baldur. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or more precisely, Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top. The client's a favorite of hers. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by... Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make... Twins, yes. They're through the curtain. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their service.
Especially for you.
One chicken wing. Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Another case closed, another bottle. Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after... Why must you busybodies insist? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would... I want something compelling. Hard, tangible... That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy... Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, if that... As if this cult of Constable Devella is going to be a... Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her? Oh, and you'll need... Well, what are you waiting for?
Especially for you.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about... As for them personally, one never washes, and instead the drow, two of our most... Of course they are siblings, but judging from the... That's rather a broad topic. We get... He dresses fabulously, but stinks.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
You keep scaring your regulars off, or...
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
You can stare as much as you like.
Soldier.
These boots have seen everything.
We are not in trouble, sister. Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
Isn't right.
I hate.
A new face. Looking for another chap.
You have but to ask. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister at...
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamza.
Trust me, you don't want to miss.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want...
I do not share what is mine, and I will not be shared.
A shame. But...
How can I... Lae'zel of the recent... What young Githyanki mightn't dream? Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Chook. You believe you can... As you say.
So Bal's... Orin is testing you.
Either she thinks herself a predator. Good. This all begins to ring on. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the... But Orin... He's more predator than Paul. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. As you wish. Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Call and I answer.
I'd love to, thanks.
What to do?
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the... Mazel did well to break free of Vlakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlakith...
something wrong?
We are not in trouble, sister. Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
My. You have but to ask. Don't be shy.
What do you think, silly? Love. Oh, trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaran's. Ah.
You're welcome if you have the coin. This way.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is correct, is correct, is a...
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Sylvanus softened my steps. Can't take long. Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the fruit.
The flaming fist's hungry eyes lock with yours.
What's wrong, Joe?
I know you. You're with them.
Everyone is caressed, is caressed, is a...
Don't give me trouble now. Better be cautious.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Gather. Prepare. Become.
What's happening?
Death greets us all. But not today. I can still move fast when I need to.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret it.
Her gaze intensifies. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Oh, I don't need it to desire me, but perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness.
The all-being. Here you have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. No more will you hear the clang of steel.
Your flesh shivers, your heart.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Ready and willing.
No one stopped me yet.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a war back. Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march.
All right. What now?
You came. So, now that you're here, What next? Well, I should admit to you first that I'm not capable of being as Thanks for confiding in me. I won't do that. A tender touch, some sensory stimulation. It's all part of the experience. There's no judgment in darkness. No. Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you can feel hands moving over your body, touching, squeezing, caressing.
Your body is such a treat. I'm so glad you chose to share it with me. So glad we have this time together.
Her hands slip under your clothes, running down your chest, your stomach. You lie back and feel her lip.
Wow.
She pulls you close. Close enough. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was...
That was wonderful. With Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the...
Is there anything done?
There's a house. Den of decadent delights.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be in the camp.
How can I... It is done.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your... Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are... An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it...
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. power. I have craved it ever since the Archwizard cast. That was the great age of humanity. I was there the day it all fell apart. The screams. Oh, the And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by... Men cannot contain so much power. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use...
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not so much power and potential kept in. I raged, but only for a decade or so. And these chosen, they brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal. They must have raided, but they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
What? You can't be serious.
Right here. You'll find everything. The moment I have your signature, you guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated. And I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe. Until then, your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolist can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
In here I thought you had half a You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking? Because why would a devil ever lie to you? What if you change your mind about giving him the crown? And anyway, do you really expect him to keep his word? As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his... I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
Assume nothing.
Still breathing, despite everything?
I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Prince Orpheus free. The prince will be suspicious, but there'd be too little to gain from our debt. Now, to the Shares's Caress tap room. We...
What's cooking?
Indolence breeds madness.
The work is never done.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Of course. The stench of impediment. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, now come.
me the armor was a bargain.
Copper for your thoughts?
Be with it, Brum. Yeah, no. Isn't right.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So you made the deal with Raphael, after all. Fool.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the... Can it be? Will the...
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of...
Vinisk, now that you have the hammer, you must, once inside, smash Orpheus's bond. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Vinisk? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might... But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes. But you will meet this challenge, as you...
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could
Since
have.
I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of... The Illithid Grandis Aeneas. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right. A dream we made. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. You merely need to think strike, and it's strike. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate. A flesh portal made from the silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich. A Kithrak's silver sword. You mean the silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. Certainly not. To break Orpheus free, we will need the... Very well. Shook. You believe you can... A practical choice. Action, not reaction.
for you.
You got that right.
I want to give it a good rumble. Tongue, spoon. Cow. Oh, sorry. Be real careful. Better be.
This ought to be good.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
My favorite ungainly animal.
A drow or a drink, sweetie?
There is no...
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the...
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. Raphael's latest client. Savior. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. You've made his century, you know. You're going to save us, Baldur's Gate, everyone. The boss is always right, even though he's so very wrong. When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully... Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults, but sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example.
She's enjoying your company, and the liquor has loosened her tongue, but she's anxious about the direction the conversation's taking.
Yeah, a diabolist with a loose sense of duty and a hunger to be richer than Mammon. I almost wish he'd asked me. I'd have told him to stick his gauntlet where the sun don't shine and what conversation's over.
I want to give it a good rumble.
What's the story?
This unit is down.
Never a dull moment.
You will when you've met the drought.
We'd be better off sleeping in the dark than that.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Don't worry. Everyone is
For me, yeah? To feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry...
Buy a painting. Go on, treat yourself. Do come again.
Rationing! We can't leave anything to chance.
It'll make you feel better than fire. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
How about we settle on Gondians and Gortash?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Valyria? Well, I'm not messing. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Communication from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
What are they waiting for?
I don't know, dear.
I've always kind of hated this place. Such a do-about.
If it isn't little Will's chums. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect. I'd hate for him to miss...
Is expecting
About those steel watchers. I'm
Please
telling you.
make your way to the audience chamber.
Ah, they're ours. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Please, that won't be necessary. I just needed gold. I'm getting out of here. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. No! I mean, my wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. All right. It's all hidden up on the roof. I just wanted to be safe. I'm not a coward. I'm not.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Go on up. Pay Gortash.
Something's not right about those steel watchers. I'm telling you.
Ah, they're harmless.
Except if you're a criminal, of course.
It's more than that. The way they look at you. Judging you. I don't like it.
You're not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the Steel Watchers to theirs.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience. Please make your way to the audience.
Actually, Dantelons is up those stairs, and he's hung blues beside the door. So the Harpers
A
are waiting
hero
too.
is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthelon's Dancing Axe for all your adventuring needs.
Welcome to Danthelon's Dancing Axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Limited edition adventuring starter packs are currently out of stock.
Greetings, sir.
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key. You seem a nice sort, so I'll assume the...
Entharl's no Harper.
Entharl has been known to charge rent. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual pay to buy. You're already my favorite. A pleasure. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. God's...
Assume nothing.
Soldier.
for battle.
I've got a long road ahead.
I wouldn't, unless you're buying. Then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark. A pleasure. Jaheira.
High Harper, may Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes, High Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
The problem with Marcus, of course. We didn't end on the best of terms.
Find a route.
consider my hackles raised. We do what we must.
Still breathing, despite everything. Light on my feet.
Down the hatch.
Aye, aye.
Boys,
How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin. While smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else?
I want to fight! For...
Death is death. To look for meaning in... Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus. You're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low, and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
Wearing armor.
Let's march!
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. And I was so busy telling you not to take her bait that I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Oh my god! Minsk!
A warrior of this world. His name raised alongside Jaheira's own. Together they helped end the time of troubles a century past.
Larger than the legend, I assure you. Twice as loud, too. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend, so don't be sorry. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates.
To meet my mother.
Action, not reaction.
Best get going.
No shopping time.
A couple turns should do it. Best get in and out.
See what you're hiding.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir. Stop. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they? What can I do for you, sir? I must say, the wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure.
Come on, let's go.